To the Abdul here, he was speaking to David Wood yesterday. And if this Abdul, by the way, would like to talk to me, I don't mind, but I find him very, very, very funny and silly. And I'm not calling you names, by the way. Just don't think. I don't call people names. I give them certificate. I mean, you are the most silly stupid ever I heard in my life speaking about Islam. But anyway, I mean, David Wood, he need to put somebody in the stage and take his feather, maybe. I don't know. What is the purpose of this conversation? We will find out. Go.
Iran, and that became the dominant view. The Quran isn't exactly clear on what it's talking about. And so that's just kind of an overview to set up the discussion. But now, Etishem, if you want to take 5 or 10 minutes and just give your kind of overview on all of these issues, and then we can discuss things.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that, so here's where I agree with David Wood. I agree that Jesus was crucified. And if that's blowing Muslims' mind, let me explain here. The Quran says, well, let me read the Quran first. Just read the Quran. It says, it's talking about...
The guy is coming to teach the Christian what the Quran is saying, but he don't remember what the Quran is saying. It says, let me flip the pages where it says. The Quran says, the Quran, Christian Prince. First of all, not everybody have a good memory like me. What, you have a memory? I know you have a Bluetooth in your ear. Is it Jibreel? Is your Bluetooth? Exactly. So this guy is coming to debate. He do not know even what it says. It says, where it says... Let me see where. And supposedly he's preparing himself for the debate. I mean, if the guy is preparing himself for the debate and he's looking for what it says and where it says, what that says about you, Abdul? Question mark.
The Quran, chapter 4, verse 157.
No way he found it. That was fast. Like, what the heck? How you did that, man? That's deep. That's really deep. This is deep more than Doo-Doo-Doo, Scooby-Doo.
Is what we're talking about here. We're talking about one Quranic verse, and possibly another Quranic verse is the Quran chapter 3, verse 55, where Allah says...
Oh, you remember this one. The other one, you don't remember it. Oh, okay.
Jesus, I'll take you and I'll raise you myself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've seen David Wood's videos and I've responded to it on my channel. But the Quran chapter 4 verse 157, let me just begin there. It says, the Jews said, we killed Jesus, the Christ, the Son of Mary. But the Quran says they didn't kill him, nor did they crucify him. It was made to appear to them. And those who differ follow nothing but conjecture and guesswork. But surely they killed him not. And the Quran chapter 4 verse 157 ends with, they killed him not. And the next verse says, Allah raised him to himself. Now, here's where I disagree with classical Muslim commentaries, and I'll explain why I disagree. Now, notice what the Quran says. It says, it was made to appear to them. It was made to appear to them. Even if you read it in Arabic, it was made to appear to them. Does not mean somebody else was crucified instead of Jesus. If you read the Quran...
That's amazing. It's not somebody else. That's so good. Oh, Abdul, listen carefully. They crucified him not, nor they killed him, but it was made to appear to them. What appeared to them is the previous sentence, you idiot. Which means he was crucified and he was killed. I mean, I don't. Which school you went to? I'm seriously, just forget about Zakir Naik now. Great Prince, First of all, this is a private question and I rejected. I appeal to the judge, Your Honor, you should not allow him to ask a private question. What's a private question? This is about, I'm not asking about his wife. I'm saying which school he went to. Get a breath. First of all, you are not allowed to ask a question. This is very private. Okay, what is the name of your wife, Zach and Nate? This is the question you can ask me. But the other question, I rejected. Okay, this one is not a private. Exactly. All right. Abdul, we'll go back to the topic. So here you see, this guy is even silly, so silly. I mean, I don't know even how David would even can have him in that, you know, blah, 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 blah. I mean, how he have patience for those people? I don't know. I don't have patience. If he was me, I would make shish kebab of him in 2 minutes. So, what do you mean, you know, I don't agree with the Muslims? It says, it made appear to them what? Made appear to them that he was crucified and killed. Potato. When he says, they crucified him not, neither they killed him, it was made to appear to them. Appear what? That they killed him and crucified him. You're a donkey. Continue.
Quran chapter 5 verse 33, the Quran mentions crucifixion as death, like death on the cross, by the method of crucifixion. The Quran is saying, is saying that Jesus was not killed by the method of crucifixion. You see what I'm saying? So what these Muslims...
You see how stupid he is? He said the Quran saying he is not killed by the method of crucifixion. You idiot. The Quran says they did not kill him. What method you are talking about? It says they did not kill him. Period. I mean, I don't know where those people coming from. It says they killed him not. Do you know how to... I mean, you yourself, you did read it. Yourself. Did he say he did not kill by the method of the crucifixion? Are you adding sentences to the Quran now? Well, this is what Abdul they do. Abdul, they are the best one to add. Look at the bracket. Look at the bracket. The book of the bracket. Bracket, peace be upon him. So the verse is so clear, says they killed him not. That means they killed him not. Not the saying this method or that method. It says they did not kill him. Anyway, to save the the time, this guy, he will say to you that they crucified him, but Jesus, he escaped the death, which means he was able to survive. But we know that this is also stupid, because simply, no, hold on, he said something very funny. Like before I hang up on them yesterday, I heard him saying something about supernatural. Shall we hear it? Yeah.
What these early Muslim scholars like Ibn Kathir, Ibn Abbas, Al-Jalalain, etc., why they said somebody else was crucified instead of Jesus, even though there's no evidence for that in the first century, in the New Testament, is because they took an extremely literal view.
There's no evidence in the New Testament in the first century about Jesus being crucified. That's a good one.
Of that Quran verse. It was made to appear to them, they thought that Jesus wasn't even crucified. That somebody else had to have been crucified. Because they didn't know how to make sense of that Quran passage, other than their extreme literal view of that passage.
Did he say literal? Did he say literal? So why Allah is making it sound literal if it is not? So is the crucifixion was a fiction? Is the crucifixion was metaphorical? And he himself, he said, yes, they crucified him, but he escaped. But the Quran saying they crucified him not. I mean, look how stupid this guy is.
So I think David Wood is right when he says it possibly comes from the Basilians or the Docetics, the Docetic, an early Christian group that said Jesus was so divine he couldn't be crucified to begin with. I think that's where it comes from. But there's a really good book which Shabir Ali mentions. It's called Christ in Islam by Neil Robinson, and he traces the so-called substitution theory to northern Iraq in the 2nd century. Those stories came from northern Iraq in, I believe, the 8th century. So the Quran never says somebody else was crucified instead of Jesus. The Prophet Muhammad never said somebody else was crucified instead of Jesus. So that view that somebody else was crucified instead of Jesus, although it's found in Ibn Kathir and Ibn Abbas and all that, they took an extremely literal view, but that's not what the Quran is saying. The Quran says it was made to appear to them. So my view that I've always held on to, and I've said this in my debate with you years ago and with Mary Jo Sharp, is that Jesus was crucified, but he survived the crucifixion. That is what I think the Quran chapter 4 verse 157 is talking about there. And Shabir Ali holds this view. The late Ahmad Didat also hold this view, even though he is a controversial Muslim preacher. I don't think Zakir Naik holds this view. I don't believe so, but or I think Zakir Naik does hold it, but he says it's not the correct Islamic interpretation. So let's just go. So me and Shabir Ali agree that Jesus was crucified. I think that's certain. Now, Muslims will disagree with us. Muslims will disagree with me. Muslims have disagreed with me on my channel, but I think the evidence is very strong. That
very strong. Very strong at what? And who is Shabir Ali, by the way? I mean, when you say Shabir Ali, so you dodge Ibn Kathir, Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari, Ibn Abbas, the cousin of your Prophet, and you take Shabir Ali, a guy who grew a beard from Pakistan. He did not even know how to read his book in Arabic. Who is this Shabir Ali?
Jesus was crucified on the cross. So David Wood wants to hammer that point, or he wants to, say that's historical, that Jesus was crucified. I agree, Jesus was crucified. I think that's the best. It's verified by the New Testament, Josephus, Tacitus, whatever. So my view is that Jesus was crucified, but he didn't die on the cross. Now David Wood cited how many atheist scholars did you cite, David? 5 or 6 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so he cites atheist scholars, Kurt Luderman, Bart Ehrman, Paula Fredrickson, if I'm remembering correctly. So the reason why atheists say that Jesus was crucified is because they don't believe in the supernatural, right?
See, guys, the atheists, they say Jesus was crucified because they don't believe in supernatural. That means you Muslims are atheists. Because you don't believe that God can be 3 in 1. The hypocrite Mohammedans, when they want, they believe in super power, which nobody can explain. They believe in miracles. They believe that God is a miracle. When they want, they are atheists. They don't believe in supernatural power. It's you, Muslim, who believe in that, not the atheist. It is you who deny the death of Jesus and resurrection because you don't believe in supernatural power of Jesus. It is you who is the atheist, not the atheist. In fact, Muslims are atheists more than the atheist. They are hypocrite. They are corrupt. They are awkward. They are backward. They are flipboard. And they have no book. To the point, I agree, disagree. What kind of book this book is? Even about simple thing, what the Quran is saying about Jesus. Agree, disagree, disagree, agree. So, and this is the Quran supposedly made by Allah, the best author in the world. He could not explain what he's saying. Did you notice? Isn't it the Muhammadan, they say to us that the Quran, nobody can make Quran like this, to the point, yeah, nobody can. It's very confusing, very stupid, and very, look at those Muslims. The Muslims, they agree about not to agree about what the verses in the Quran agree upon. And why they don't agree about what to agree about? Because the Quran is so clear. And look, he's just smiling. And he's talking about atheists who don't believe in supernatural power or super power. So here you see the hypocrisy of the Abdul. When they want, they deny who is Jesus. When they want, they accept who is Jesus. Now this guy, he said that his prophet never spoke about Jesus dying on the cross. Let us get you busted. Potato. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. And this is Abu Huraira. Huraira mean, by the way, Abu mean father. Huraira is like the cute word of cats. So they call him the father of the cats because always he have cats all over him. And he was a homeless man. I mean, he just accompanied Muhammad just to eat free food, like the rest. Muhammad, he said, Akal Qatham, by him, who is him? Allah, whose hand is my soul, is Son of Mary will shortly descend among you. Muhammad is a fraud. He just made a false prophecy. In fact, in Arabic it says, liyushikna, almost here, almost. It's not like next year, next century, no, almost. You people, Muslims, you see, you Muslims, a just ruler and will break the cross. Let us focus here and break the cross. Why Jesus will break the cross? Because he died in the cross, according to Muhammad. This is why, this is where they put him into death. He will come and he will break the symbolic of death. Otherwise, I challenge Muslims. What does that mean? The cross? Which cross? It says the cross. One cross. There is one cross. Not any cross. Not all the crosses in the world. Because, by the way, if you want to count them, you have to count all the electric column in your street. Muslims Abdul. You must know, Abdul, do you know that you have a cross everywhere? Every 50 meters in your country? Just look at it. I mean, just look in front of your house. You have a cross, you like it, you don't like it, it's there. And by the way, don't cross the road, because that's a cross. Abdul. So here you see Muhammad saying something about the cross. There's enmity between the Messiah and the cross. The Quran saying, they crucified him not, nor they killed him. So why Muhammad talking about breaking the cross? If he's trying to break the symbolic of the Christians, well, that is very silly. Because you break the cross or not, who cares now? The Messiah is here. And it says a cross. Which a cross? There's one cross. And then the Messiah in Islam, he will kill the pig. Like, what the heck is that? This is what Jesus is coming back for? He will fight with the Mr. Pig? Are you talking about Andrew Tate or somebody else? What the heck is that? Why the enemy of God is a pig? God, you see, tell me who is your enemy, I tell you your size. If I go in the street right now and I say to a kid, he's 2 years old, I want to do boxing with you. I mean, this is your size then. God, he saved the Messiah so he can break a cross and kill a pig? Are you sure? And abolish the jizya. Well, hold on, there's nobody paying jizya no more. So according to the stupid Muhammad, people, they still keep paying jizya until Jesus come. It's in front of you. But nobody pays jizya anywhere in the world. So Muhammad again is a fabricator. And look what the Muslim, they say, tax taken from the Muslim. This is not tax, you coward. Tax. Like I saw a Muslim, Abdul, saying, I can show you the word jizya in the Arabic translation Bible. He forgot that Bible translated by Muslims. Same time, it's wrong translation. Tax is not jizya. Jizya is a jaza, which means penalty. You can search right now and type in Google Translation the law of penalty. Translate to Arabic, you will see Qanun al-Jaza. As you know, I have degrees in law. This is the first thing you study. So al-Jaza is from jizya. And this is why in the Quran, if we go and search for this word, you will find that it is always come as a penalty, never come as something else, always come as penalty. So if you go right now, let me show you. Where is the letter Zain? All right. You see it? The word is all over. What is the jaza for the kafirin? Jaza is a penalty. Jaza is a penalty. All of this, all those verses. Jaza is a penalty. As you see it, in front of you, everywhere. This is the jizya, the same word. Jaza, jizya, jaza. You see it? So when the Muslim, they try to make it look nice or tax, well, the Quran says you have to pay it, and the Muslim, they spit on your face when you pay it. People don't pay tax and get disrespect. Only respected one, they pay tax because they are citizen now. The penalty of those who wage war is to be killed, crucified. That is jaza. You see it? Jaza. Those who don't accept Islam, their penalty is hellfire. I mean, who is the translator of this one? Maududi? Get lost, Maududi. I mean, your translation, what recompose, what recompose? I mean, the Muslims are looking in the dictionary for a word to fit with the Quran. Recompose. This is what the word in Arabic means? Recompose. May Allah compose you. Potato. Okay. Yeah, all of them are using recompose. I don't know. Recompense, sorry. Sorry, my English is very bad, so I have to read it in my own way, in my Arabian way. So here you see the stupidity, how they lie. But I want to show you something very important in this hadith. When the Messiah comes is when the jizya will be abolished and money will be in the street. Nobody will take it. Nobody. Too much wealth. If this is alone is not enough to prove Muhammad to be a big false fraud, what is enough? The Messiah will come in the last days of the judgment day. And when he come, only when the jizya will not be practiced no more. He will abolish the jizya. And when he come, at that time, money will be in the street and nobody will take it because nobody need anything. But Muhammad, he says something more important actually. When the Messiah, he meet Satan, he meet with Satan, what will happen to Satan? Let us see together. Let us show you. This is Al-Bukhari. It says here clearly, when the Messiah come, he would descend and he will lead the whole world in prayer. And when the enemy of Allah would see him, Shaitan, when he see the Messiah, he will dissolve, not disappear. That's a lie. It says in Arabic, dissolve. He will dissolve the same as salt dissolve in water. Do you see it? And all the people of Gog and Magog, they will be killed and destroyed. Which means the Messiah is coming back, for he is the one who will finish the happy ending story for mankind, not Muhammad. Muhammad, the scumbag, is sharpening his penis. He was busy with Aisha having sex with a child. He was chasing a woman walking in front of him, and then he went to his wife and did boom boom with her. While the job of Jesus is to destroy every evil. And he is the one, and only him will finish the job. Which job we are talking about? The job of God. Victory of God over every evil. So even in the stupid book of Muhammad, the devil Muhammad himself could not deny that when Satan he see Jesus, he will dissolve like salt in water. But Muhammad he confirmed that Shaitan he throws satanic verses in his mouth. Quran confirmed that. Muhammad he confirmed that Shaitan he was jumping over his shoulders and Muhammad trying to catch him. The hadith confirmed that Muhammad was bewitched, which means Shaitan controlled him. Bewitched. All of this happened to Muhammad. But when Shaitan see Jesus, he will dissolve like salt in water.